But then you don't have Russia for Northern California, which can be an issue. Oh,
So it's more interesting on Northern California than on roads. Like Russia on Northern California is kind of like a classic pick or something.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Gonna green into
Yeah.
Spain mirror. Like, as soon as it was Spain mirror, I knew that Sabusa would green into it, because I think Sabusa's pretty confident in his Spain mirror. And so is Lucas in his.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. A Spain mirror. I really like this because both squares are not able to split their army so well, and I think it really depends where they decide to fight. If they fight in cliffs or out of cliffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, since they both don't want to split their armies, I mean, if they both split, it's still fair because it's a mirror, so they could still like both split. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we will see where they decide to fight. But before this, we have a 40-minute boom. So
Yeah.
there we go.
More interested to see what unit compositions they go for. If they go more Lancer heavy or more artillery heavy.
I'm just not sure there's a hunt of 3 animals there. I don't know if it's a problem, but maybe. Like it spawned only 3 of them.
What is this kind of spawn here? Here.
What would be
Oh, this is his
nothing.
dog. Yeah.
Hello.
Never mind.
So there's the hunting base +3
Claire.
+3 animals, and green has 1 more hunt basically because this hunt here is full.
Yeah.
He has like 5 hunts and 4 for purple.
To be honest,
I'll
in my
just tell
opinion,
them.
it should be housed if they want.
Yes.
Lucas wants the rehost, so.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, in the semi-final and also in Spain, it matters a lot
Yeah.
that you have hunts and yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
And in Spain, you definitely want to have a lot of hunts.
it's just clearly unfair, you know.
The difference of 20 or 30 points, especially in a mirror, can actually make a difference, so.
So there we go again.
Yeah. Again, in the Spain era. Schloss!
Oops.
Sorry.
We have an angry dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, we go again in this best of 5. Lucas versus Sabusa.
Yeah, so bring in some hype a little bit. Make us a nice intro. Go. Go for it,
It's so
Sandra.
annoying. For
Okay,
real.
so Lucas has this hunt here, and it's a bit better than last time, but still not as big as a
Yeah.
normal hunt.
Yeah, who made this shit UI maps?
This map was Ricky's doing, I think.
This is 67.
Yeah, but it's 7 animals to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, like this is 9 animals, for example, and this is 7, so it's just like 2 less animals. I don't know if we should rehouse this. Probably not.
No, and it's like with starting hunts, it's 5 hunts, and this is definitely enough. If it would be only 3 hunts with starting hunt, then without starting hunt, then it might be a rehouse. But in this case, it's like 5 hunts for each player, and this is enough.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay. So the introduction, Queen?
So yeah, we have on the left side of the map in the color green, Lucas L99 playing Spain into a Spain mirror versus Sabusa. On the other side of the map in the color orange. And yeah, I think we have the typical Andy's traders, right?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's a bit underwhelming. I feel this pawn like there's really no. Or maybe on 3D patch, I think there's still like a couple of treasures, like 80 wood sometimes or something.
Yeah, you sometimes get 80 wood. The best treasure
Yeah.
on this map is 165 coin.
Wait, it still spawns on 3D patch?
Yeah, and 135 coin for 2 outlaws, but 165 coin is better.
Yeah, it's the best one. You can take
Yeah.
it with only 1 crack shot, and yeah, I see. Okay, yeah. So on this pawn here, you have that only small treasures, and then like 2 Inca warriors, which is kind of useless for the boom part at least. I guess it's a small boost at 40, but right now it's not gonna bring much.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it's interesting in a treaty one to have some kind of OP treasures because it's a little bit of a challenge as well to get it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's also I agree, but then it needs to spawn kind of in the middle because if it spawns just next to one guy's base, it's just clearly unfair. Then he got a better spawn, you know.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
if you get 165 coin like here, you know, it's just so unfair because Orange will definitely get it, and it's just a huge boost. So
But usually they don't spawn there in a 1v1.
yeah, I don't really know about that to be honest, but yeah, I see your point. Right. So I guess we wait until they got Eco Theory in after the coin
It's
trickle.
a mirror. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we can deal it. This is true.
In the mirror, it's not the biggest deal to give
All
all
right.
players XP. I think.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, so you can see that it's already like kind of empty. Like Lucas is now working on a bear treasure, which is really super useless for the boom
Yeah.
part because there's just nothing else left on the map. Like the only remotely relevant treasure would be this because you can still eat it to go a bit faster H5 or something, but it's really like
Yeah.
not very significant at all.
Even for this map, this is a very underwhelming treasure spawn. Usually there are a couple like resource treasures like tier 2, like 70 food or something. But
Yeah.
not in this spawn.
Yeah. There was really nothing really.
It
Yeah,
is
Zibas-
fair because
Zibas
neither
got-
player has it. So
Yeah, and they also both got the same kind of treasures. Like they both got around 90 resources worth of treasures. So yeah.
yeah.
Well, Spain boom is certainly not so interesting. It's, in my opinion, even easier than a port boom.
I don't understand why you think that Spain boom is easier than port
Yeah,
boom
I
because you
don't
still need to shop for TCs.
Yeah, I don't think it's easier.
For me, it's easier because on some point you need a house as port.
The early
What,
game
don't you
requires a
think?
little bit of macro.
You don't need a house as Spain.
I just don't like ports, that's all.
I don't know. Ports is, in my opinion, just the easiest boom ever. Like
Yeah.
you need a house, really. I don't know. You need one first house in early on, and then you need one later around
Yeah.
H4 or something, and that's it.
You've
And
built
then
the
you have your factories, and
I built the first house while aging the fortress and the second house while aging to industrial. Like,
yeah.
you know exactly when you need it, so it's not a big deal for me.
What do you think about the 17 Asia from Sabusa? No,
Oh,
16
it's-
Asia.
I don't know if he remembers that there's Spain has the fast stage up. I don't think it's very good what he's doing.
I don't think
You see,
either.
Lucas is filling the pop to 2020 before aging.
All right. So basically, this means that you would be used to the RE version where you don't have a fast stage up, where you would be able to age up with less villagers because they're gonna anyway gather for a long time in transition to fortress, and you
Yeah.
also get like 400 wood or something from H3, so you really don't need 20 views, right?
Yeah.
But on 3D patch, if he goes for this, it's definitely inferior to the fast age up, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So what would you do at this point? Like if you made this kind of mistake to age up with only 16 villagers, would you then still age up slowly and like just stick to your plan, or would you try to age up fast anyway?
Yeah, I think I would age up slowly in that situation, or maybe train some vills in H2, I'm not sure. It looks like Sabusa will have to train a vill or two in H2 anyway.
But I'm really confused by his macro right now because
Yeah. Should have had
here
more
it's not
coin.
even about fast stage or not. It's just that he doesn't have anyways the resources for fortress.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Like he would need to sell some food right now, but I think that's not very ideal in 3D. So and yeah, so we see the difference. We will see, I think, the difference between both boom. That's why it's interesting in the mirror to see two different build orders like this that we can compare and see which ones come out on top. So Zabuza is still gonna click H3 before Lucas, but he's probably gonna have issues to get his thesis up. in early fortress if he goes for fast age. And if he doesn't go for fast age, then he will be age 3 definitely later than Lucas. So he's anyway gonna be behind, I think.
Yeah. I think Sabusa has another villain queue, so I think he is gonna fast age actually.
Yeah, he's aging right now.
Yeah. So he's 2020 just like Lucas,
Yeah.
but it's later. But the other 3 vills were later because he trained them in H2, whereas Lucas trained his in H1.
And this was definitely a fast age. So is he
Yeah.
gonna get the wood for the first TC? I think he won't. He will be like around 450 wood or something, I guess,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks.
But why not age up a little bit earlier to get your 2 villagers earlier?
He didn't get 2 villagers. He aged up with 500 food because he needed the food. Because you can't
Oh,
if you go like that with 17. I don't think you can afford to age up with 2 villas.
but
It's too slow.
it's so bad to age up with 500 food instead of 2 vids.
Well, yeah, especially when you anyway need to idle and you don't get your TC straight up in Fortress. So you see,
Yeah.
right now he's getting his TC up, but that's like, okay, let's make it 10 or 15 seconds before Lucas. Like Lucas TC is going up any second now, and he's 2 wheels, 4 wheels behind. Actually, I don't know, 3 wheels behind or something. I don't know why,
He's
but
2 vills behind because Lucas has 2 in queue.
oh yeah, it's one's in queue. Yeah, I got confused. Yeah, yeah. He's 2 wheels behind, and he's not really ahead in resources because he got 500 food, but that's
Yeah.
very soon gonna be nothing compared to the 2 extra villagers. So yeah, we will see.
500.
And I don't think the fact that he got his TP up slightly earlier is gonna make up for the 2 villager difference.
Yeah, it's not. And yeah, 500 food was definitely a mistake.
It's also like now he idles again. He again doesn't have the 600 wood because he's still like with a kind of low eco. So he still has problems to get his TC up. While Lucas will be able to get his third TC directly after the second one, like right now, I guess. Oh, but he's moving somewhere else. What do you think about this? Do you think it's better to just slam them down next to each other to reduce the walking time, or is it better to have a more strategical placement for your TC?
I like just putting them next to each other. This hunt was supposed to be Sabusa's, but it drifted.
Oh,
Here's a start hunt and 3 other hunts.
so like, should we tell them that
Yeah.
this is for the Busa, or? All right.
Yes.
By the way, I just put the fog of war on, and it looks like this hunt here has not been completely scouted. I don't
Yeah.
know if Sabusa scouted it.
Yeah.
It's really far, so he would need to herd it at some point. Because I don't think realistically you can afford to walk like all your villagers there. Then you're gonna age up super late. And now we can see the resources difference between
Yeah.
Lucas and Sabusa. The boss like chopping no wood, they're macroing now for industrial, and Lucas is just ahead in resources.
Lucas is way
because he-
closer to industrial.
Yeah.
The only thing is that Zabuza shipped his cards a bit earlier.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't make up for the
Yeah.
like it's a constant amount of resources he got. Like he just got a constant boost of resources by shipping his refrigeration and royal mint a bit faster. So yeah, he got a little bit more resources out of it. But still, Lucas got an eco advantage, so he will get more and more resources over time. While Zabuza just spent his resources into, it's just gone into thin air now. Like the 500 food, the refrigeration faster. It's not bringing him anything anymore. But the 2 extra wheels of Lucas are, on the other hand, bringing him something. But I don't know. He's not really 2 wheels ahead anymore. So maybe he skipped some villages, or I don't know.
Yeah. Not sure.
They're kind of similar eco. But yeah, Lucas is aging up significantly faster to industrial.
Yeah.
So he will get his factories earlier, and then it kind of snowballs, and yeah.
And I was not looking, but did he scout this hunt there on the side? What you said, like with the fog of war there?
I'm not sure because okay, the hunts work this way. You need to scout the animals, and then you can see even if they walk, you will still see them. But like, how should I say? If you scouted a spot and the hunt walks on the spot, and you didn't scout the animals, you won't see it. That's why here you see only like
Yeah.
2 animals with fog of war. I'm not sure who scouted that. Looks like Sabusa is anyway going for it right now.
Yeah,
So he
he's
will.
walking right towards it, so he is going to see it.
Okay, nice.
Now you see as the animals that just appear. It's kind of buggy game, but yeah. Anyway, I know I wanted to say something. In fact, never mind. Yes, they got the same XP, so everything is fine. I was thinking one of them was one shipment ahead, but never mind.
But we can see in the scores that just the 2 villagers age up pay off for Lucas.
Yeah, he's constantly a little bit ahead in score. And it will, the gap will get bigger because he will get his factories faster. He will age up to Imperial faster and get his capital upgrades faster. So, yeah.
Yeah, its score gap is gonna continue to increase over the next like 7 minutes.
Lucas have already his second wood upgrade from the market. What do you think about this on this point in the game? Is it worth it or makes it a big difference?
Oh, Lucas has the second wood upgrade. Oh, I get that while usually people get that while aging to age 3 because they're chopping wood for TCs.
Yeah, he did. He got it at 8 minutes in text completed. You can see just before he hits Fortress, he had this upgrade completed. But is it worth getting this for chopping like the wood for 2 TCs, or is it like just delaying your H4?
I think it's worth it.
Okay.
'Cause
So yeah, we have. Sorry, what did you say?
Most civs have 400 wood, but Spain doesn't. They have to chop like all of the wood for the TCs and the wood for the market upgrades. So I think it is worth it.
Yeah, this makes sense actually. Well, there's probably some math behind it anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so here we see the first factory already on the field for already up actually for Lucas. While Sabusa didn't even ship it. Oh, there it comes, okay. So another small detail, like is it better to just drop directly your factory to have a bit more gathering, or is it better to place them in a safer spot next to the border of the map?
Especially in a tournament game, I would put them in a safer spot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you never know what situation you might be in.
Yeah, not that you get pushed and then you get your factory smarter.
Yeah.
Sabusa is misdistributing his hunt fills. They are all on this hunt, and meanwhile he only has 2 on this hunt.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he didn't really heard that hunt down
Yeah.
there.
He might have scouted it late, like that might be part of it, but I still think he should have rallied more vills to that hunt. This hunt is way oversaturated. They're gonna be like, when it runs out, it's gonna be like 30 vills.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
But he's aging. But still, he should also switch his factories on wood or
Yeah.
maybe on food if you don't want to run so far. Do you think it's better to go for the hunt or switch your factories on food?
At this point, maybe like take a couple vills and send it to that hunt, and then maybe also put the factories on food.
Yeah, he actually pulled a couple of this from this gold mine because it's not so far, so I guess it's
Yeah.
alright. Then, and he still has gold in his base, so he can. I don't know what he got. Okay, now he got factories on wood. He probably just forgot them on coin, to be honest, because coin is the default resource for your factories. So maybe he just forgot about them. Because I don't think he needs any coin, so it was probably just a mistake. But yeah, so we see Lucas heading up. Not so much earlier actually, but still a bit earlier than Zabuza to H5.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I'm sorry.
Lucas has enough food for the capital wood upgrade, and Sabusa doesn't.
I really like also that Lucas have already placed a mill to get his
Yeah,
upgrade
just
machine.
get the
Was
upgrade
it?
started.
It's actually busted, yeah. And they're getting boss upgrades, I think. But
Don't forget to delete your TC, by the way.
Yeah, I can do that now for sure.
uh
I wait to do it because the early XP influences the booms a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Although some maps like Northern California, you have to delete them early or else they can't build the TP.
Yeah, that's true. Is
so
there something special with the decks? There's some difference or something?
No, the decks are exactly the same. With infinite 10 rods and the card that boosts war dogs.
Yeah, it's a really standard deck, I guess. Okay, well, if you want, we can take a break on this point and come back in 20 minutes.
Sure. I mean, we could like stick around like for two or three more minutes and
yeah,
wait for them to finish their ecos and then take the
yeah.
break.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I let you guys cast alone.
It's just like we can see the last capital upgrades and compare with which times they came in,
Yeah.
and also see the when they drop all the plantation and stuff. And I'm just interested in seeing the score difference. It's already kind of a solid difference, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah.
It's not super reliable because when you research something, then your score drops, so you never know exactly how much difference it is. But
Yeah,
there's
that's
still a
true.
solid 30 or 40 score difference probably between the players.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you mentioned, the capital upgrades came late for the Pusa. Everything is just a bit delayed since the start. Was just this initial mistake with 17 age up and 500 food age up,
Yeah.
just snowballing all game long. But well, we will see. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like maybe for some reason Zabuza will roll over Lucas and he
Yeah.
will not come to the point where he needs more resources. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now you can clearly see that Lucas is most of the time 1 or 2 builds ahead.
Yeah. But all it takes for Sabusa to make up this difference is winning the start fight. The start fight is very important in Spain Mirrors.
What would you expect them to go for? It standard like skirm and lancer and cannons, or you think it's better to go like rod huss or something like this?
I'm really not sure, and that's why I'm really curious to see what they make.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff available in the Spain Mirror.
yeah, I feel like the Lancers are just they're just a weird unit and they kind of break the counter system, and
Yeah.
it makes it kind of hard to predict what you're gonna do because you're gonna make rods, but then the Lancers don't do bad against rods, and I don't know, this.
Well, but when you would go, but it's a really Mila hard composition. You could also go like what I said, Huss and Rod and some skirms, and then your lancers do nothing versus Huss and Rod.
I don't
Yeah,
think you need
it's
Husser.
but
Just some
it's
rods.
kind of rock paper scissors thing where you can just they probably should both hide their units and try to surprise the other or something. I don't know, but
So,
okay. Finally, Sabuza he switched his factories to wood. He had them on food for a while, and he even made the food upgrade for his factories. So
that's interesting.
oh well. Lucas also did the food upgrade, but
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think Lucas already has all his plantation upgrades, and Sabusa's just now getting his plantation. It's not a huge deal to have plantations late, but that might lead to Sabusa not having enough coin later.
Or having too much wood. For
Yeah,
example, like if you're overchopped because you can't switch your plantations,
yeah,
and also making plantations gives you the XP, and then you get your card in and stuff.
yeah,
So you kind of need to build all your plantations way before you want to switch because you need to send the cards
yeah,
with the XP you get. and then you can properly switch. Because if you switch a bit randomly like this without upgrades, you're just wasting resources.
Yeah, Lucas's cards were all a minute earlier than Sabusa's. His plantation or cigar rollers was at least. But Lucas didn't really build plantations though, so not sure why that is.
Okay, I guess we take a break now.
Yeah, can come
Okay.
back in like
Sure.
10 minutes.
Okay, let's say 12 minutes and then we're back. It's like then
Okay.
5 minutes and
Yeah, it's 35 or something.
yeah.
Yeah, when it says 5, we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, see you soon, guys.
Yep.
See? we are back now. And
Let's see.
it looks like Sabusa want to fight out of cliffs and Lucas in cliffs.
Yeah, but Sabusa walled full distance in the middle, so Sabusa might be fighting in the cliffs also. He has his FB here, but walled full distance here.
Could also be just like a mind trick to bring your missionaries in a spot and then move them.
Yeah.
Which front base do you prefer, from Sabusa or from Lucas? They're so different.
Sabusa seems a little sparse, so I would prefer Lucas, but Lucas also has 5 towers, which I actually don't really like, because I'd prefer the towers to be at wherever the main fight is, which, if things
Yeah,
go...
5 sounds like it sounds like a lot, right? It means you can make only 2 more on the battlefield, basically.
Yeah,
To be perfectly honest, maybe he have a plan behind. So he expect maybe to Sabusa fight out of cliffs, and then he just want to push into the nuts. But Sabusa spotted, I think, that Lucas is bringing his army into the cliffs.
yeah,
Or maybe he was just too lazy to cut all the trees, and that's why he built all the towers there, because there most trees are gone.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't think so, but could work. Could be an idea. But yeah, Zabuza really doesn't have like I mean he got a Nazi refinery, a stable, and a racks and nothing else? Or did I miss something?
yeah, he only has the rack, stable, and foundry, so yeah, he's gonna have to build really quickly after 40 for his reinforcement spam to be able to keep up.
Yeah. I mean what if Lucas would just push his front base instead of pushing the nuts? Like he would directly lose his stable, for example, and not be able to make any more
Yeah.
cav. Then we
Yeah.
need to wait for the stable to go up. I don't know.
30 Mayas and 1 Mortars here could mess up his front base there.
Sabusa didn't ship Advanced Arsenal right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have advanced arsenal, that's true.
Yeah, I think the reason he didn't ship it, he's going for a Lancer-based army, it looks like, with only 2 horse artillery, and Lucas is going for a standard kind of artillery-based army with a lot of skirms and a couple rods.
Yeah. So this could mean that Lucas expects a more heads-up fight. But yeah, we will see. Oh, advanced arsenal coming now for Zabusa, but I feel like it's not super comfortable because, I mean, you might as well ship this card early since you need the time to make all your upgrades.
Yeah,
I think it's a bit awkward to ship this 2 minutes before. Like this
yeah,
could
it
be
is.
even unction, for example. Like it doesn't matter, or fast training or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he will get all upgrades in time.
No, I don't think so.
But since he have only 2 horse artilleries, it does not matter so much.
Well, the most important upgrades are about the range infantry, actually, like the skirms. I think that's the best upgrade in the advanced arsenal, and he actually doesn't even research them.
Lucas
He actually
chose to...
advanced arsenal, but he even forgot to start to make his upgrades, which means that he's going to be really behind compared to Lucas in the start fight on this point. Like, Lucas skirms are just, they have just more HP and more attack and more
Yeah.
speed.
I hope he remembers those upgrades.
Remember the players for the screenshot.
So,
Alright.
Lucas sent 30 Mayas in place of cav training. I think he's going to use it to split, but it would actually be helpful in this main fight against Sabusa's Lancers.
Maybe he just forget to make Advanced Arsenal. Can you have text complete open then we can see it?
What do you mean? Yeah. Sabusa didn't make any advanced arsenal upgrade. It's a useless card so far. He just wasted a card. It could have been, for example, the Mayas, but instead he got advanced arsenal and didn't do anything with it. So that's just a big mistake.
Yeah.
it's gonna cost him, I think.
Yeah, and Lucas decided to go for the Myers and not shipping fast scuff training.
Yeah.
I think it's a good decision since you have anyway your cuff pretty fast when you have your native pose.
Yeah. Oh well, we will see. Okay. Now it's gonna start, but like Lucas doesn't really have his units ready at the border. Also, like some Kerwins are walking around a bit.
Yeah.
So both players take the decision to build their native pose with an explorer and also
Yeah.
build. And yeah, oh yeah.
He's running for the Nats.
I like he's
direct.
splitting the Mayas, so he'll be able to siege both Nats at the same time.
But yeah.
Start fight also didn't work out too well for Sabusa. He's behind in pop, and Lucas has all his artillery and most of his scrims left alive.
Yeah. So the native post went down. There's no upgrade researched. So like right now, Lucas got his fast training from the Inca in, and Sabusa has no upgrade in, and he just like lost 3 wheels and some wood on his TPs, and he will need to rebuild them. He's starting actually to rebuild now. I would like Lucas to siege again here, just to delay even more.
Yeah.
Like one volley would definitely bring it down
Yeah,
instantly.
for sure.
But now we see the problem of Sabusa that he has such a small front base that he's not able to make units so fast back.
Yeah, yes, it's true. He would have liked to be able to make like 10 or 15 skills really fast there to defend. Yeah, here we have another. Like Sabusa tries to run there,
Yeah.
but I think it's pretty hard to run when you don't even have the fast training from
Yeah. Or not a decent or not a good position in the main fight. And only 5 missionaries. And Sabusa still has to deal with this artillery here. Even if he does somehow manage to get his natives.
And look at these couple Mayas, they're still waiting for the trading, the native post. No, and this actually went down again, and there's still no upgrade at all for Sabusa, and he's not building now. Finally, he's building, but it's gonna. I mean, it's already 2 minutes after 40, and he still doesn't have any native post, and he's getting pushed really hard. I would like to say also that Lucas has an idle mortar, which is of course not optimal, but I guess it's not a big deal because he's so far ahead right now in the main fight anyway.
Still no arsenal upgrades for Sabusa. Okay, he did notice, he is researching his arsenal upgrades right now.
Okay, good, better now than never.
Yeah, this is just one of those games where everything goes wrong and you just completely lose control of the game in the first 5 minutes.
It's also a tournament, you always a bit more pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's preparing to defend. He's making more buildings. He got some coverings that he's pulling back, making back his missionaries, but they pop inside of the units.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Idle mortars there. And he has to go through 5 walls before he's in, and Lucas does have preparation for that.
Oh yeah, he has some buildings to defend around.
Yeah. Sabusa can't rebuild that native.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
And it seems like Lucas even going to take it.
Yeah. This looks very bad for Sabusa already. The skull gap is already pretty significant.
Yep.
Yeah, and this what you don't want to happen in a mirror.
Yeah. But they're not really fighting for the control on the left part of the map. I've seen some games where people fight on the left, like Sabusa is doing. I mean, he did a couple buildings, but there's no walls going up there, nothing.
No, boss players don't try to control this side of the map, and also, well, this native post there, it goes really from Sabusa to Lucas, Sabusa all the time.
Yeah, and there's mortars now. Like, if the native post tries to go up, the mortars will directly shoot it down, and it will never go up now. And he's on 1 nut, and he's just like.
Since Sabusa is so behind, I think he should just ignore this now that he's forced Lucas to invest pop and try to take back the natives up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to ignore it.
Yes, it's actually kind of okay now. If he would just do nothing, and then Lucas would have his units there for and his
Yep.
units would do nothing, so he would need to bring them or delete them or siege the buildings, or
Yeah,
not something very interesting to do anyway.
he
And
does
you
need
can,
to.
sorry, yeah,
He does need to take back this native though. Still,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, because to be honest, this amount of unit, it's kind of the same like the 2 extra native costs Lucas would have,
yeah,
so he wouldn't really care about it. So it's not going up. He's gonna get it back. Sabusa, he's gonna try to get it back, but there's still mortars, like 3 mortars. But
yeah.
they're
And
dying.
the Corvs are like on the left over here, and his mortars are like on the right, but they are dying to Lancers right now.
Yeah, kind of. Sabusa kind of trying to push back there.
Yeah, a bit of a comeback here. He's pushing back Lucas's army as Lucas had to invest pop on the left side.
Yeah, and the score gap is only 100 now. It was on some point 200, and now it's looking okay.
Yeah.
Not still good. And also the problem is that Sabusa doesn't hold his bomb.
Yeah, he's getting overrun a little bit by Lucas's Lancers. Lancer native. Lucas has been having pretty constant population throughout this game.
Oh, actually, Sabusa at some point was able to get the fast training in, and then he lost his TP again, and now he got the fast moving thing and
Yep.
nat upgrades, and finally he will maybe be able to start spamming nats.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can see these road arrows are completely useless. As these guys don't even have any siege, and they just build like burning useless buildings. So
Yeah.
that's a
Lucas
small win, but
Lucas just needs 2 mortars like behind this wall, and he'll be able to take out this native again though.
yeah,
Yeah.
he got 2 of them coming.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, this sounds like a good plan.
Sabusa
He could even,
getting
like-
some towers up. Just, I like that.
Yeah, that's really good to make a defensive play. But Sabusa is also not using his Explorer to make some dogs out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit busy rebuilding his trading post all the time. But yeah, so again, the native post went down. So the story of this game is Sabusa was basically never able to have control of post nats, and it's
Yeah.
just hurting a lot, I think.
He almost regained control with his jump on the left side, but it looks like it wasn't enough in the end.
Also, Lucas didn't lose, it seems like not many villagers, because he's on 99 villagers and Sabusa's on 93 villagers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe it can help him have a little bit more military to make up for the lack of nats. I don't know, but he's gonna drain fast. Trying again to get it up, but just use this mortar there. There you go. Yeah, it's gonna go down directly.
Yep. And he's gonna lose all 4 of those Corvs to kill that mortar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas' positioning is just much better right now. And Sabusa is also not making his monks back. He have 8 at the moment.
Yeah. Lucas overrunning on the left side, and Rod's on the right to deal with Sabusa's Lancers.
Yeah, and Sabusa is also losing more monks. Does it make a big difference if you have 10 or 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this 2 horse artillery firing there. Although not on Sabusa's skirms, but still gonna do damage.
I also feel like the positioning of Sabusa is like Lucas has kind of more ball of units right now, and Sabusa is split on left and right. And then I feel like
Yep.
the Canary aura is not working so well. Like there's some units that clearly don't get affected by the
Yeah.
aura, like I'm right here, and this is just not so great, I guess.
Yeah, Sabusa spreading out is hurting him because of the Unction Aura here.
Yeah, and we can see now he's out of coin.
Yeah, that
Well,
means he
yes.
won't be able to deal with Lucas's artillery because he doesn't have enough coin to get a decent amount of Corvs out.
Yeah, he can just spam nats right now, but I mean, but he's probably gonna lose his native post again. So
Yep.
yeah, this really sucks for Sabusa.
So I think on Northern California, I just want to say it, but I think we will see a mirror again.
Is it the third map? there's a blitz road between.
Yeah, there's a bit good, and there we might see also mirror, but yeah, let's focus on this almost finished game where there was a sort of coin.
Yeah, he's 200 score behind and close to 0 resources basically, and he has a lot of his own coin, but I don't think that's enough to get artillery out. He can maybe barely keep his keep up his pop, but I don't think he can make cannons.
Yeah. And Luke is constantly having a bigger army now because he's keeping that native down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a huge deal. It's so many units what you miss then.
Would it be possible for Zabuza like to sneak a villager here to make a wall and an artillery foundry behind, or and make a couple mortars to try to mortar the base of Lucas?
Yeah, I think these trees hurt Sabusa a little bit as well, like not giving him enough space. Not giving him as much space for like good proper FP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's remaking his villages, but they're stucking on the TC.
Just
Oh, wow.
gonna call it here.
Yeah, the GG from Sabusa. So the first game goes to Lucas.
Yep.
So yeah, GG.
Yeah, GG.
Are you take a look at the post game, or are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the post game a bit. Sabusa has a couple of significant drop points in his military population, especially in the start, where you can see his start fight didn't go too well for him.
Yeah.
Whereas Lucas's
His
is a
start
lot
fight
more
was-
constant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fight was just much better for Lucas because he was just playing it a little bit cheesy with the Mayas to run inside of the natives.